Hello everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day here. Let's dive into some analysis. Sorry, this is the S&P 500, but let's take a look at GameStop. So GameStop right now has a nice little bounce today of 2.96%. Kind of exactly what we're looking for. We were looking for this move to finish towards the downside. Now we're looking for some sort of retrace inside of a wave 3. I don't know what the news could be. What would drive GameStop down so much, right? I don't know, but this is the account that I have, and again, don't want you guys to get mad. And I know you don't need to tell me. I know the floor is here. We're never gonna go below. To be honest, people are saying the floor is 25 now. The floor is being raised. So if we break below that, I don't know. But again, I'm not saying that we are going to. This is just what the charts are saying. I'm just telling you guys what the weather is. Don't shoot the weatherman. And when we take a look at the larger time frames on the stochastics, we do have like a little bit of reset right here. So technically we could come up for another high. And a lot of people are I'm seeing, like, not just like everybody in Reddit, but I am seeing a lot of posts outside of Reddit, right? They're saying like, oh my god, please come out with an announcement saying that they added Bitcoin to the balance sheet. It's because Bitcoin's had a tremendous rally, right? It's up to like 100,000 now. So obviously a lot of people want GameStop to have Bitcoin added to the balance sheet, but I don't know if that's going to be the case, right? We don't know, and if it is, then that's great. Like, this thing is gonna rocket up, and I'm seeing posts like, oh my god, the second they announce GME or GameStop added Bitcoin to the balance sheet, it's going straight to out of 85, gap open to 85. Like, I'm seeing crazy posts like that, and again, huge millions of shares being bought, and it's going to explode at any moment. Again, just the same sort of talk, rinse and repeat. I'm not here to tell you guys that nonsense, because that shit gets really old, and obviously it's not level-headed analysis. It's very one-sided. These people are obviously very bullish on GameStop. They own probably a lot of shares as well, and I gotta admit too, I own some shares too, and I want it to go up, but I'm just giving you the price action. So taking a look at GameStop on the weekly, no new changes from I think Tuesday's update. The count, I think, has shifted a little bit more bearish on the weekly with a 9 and a 0, and then the 4-day, the 3-day have weak dual band strength index numbers. The daily's kind of neutral. The week closed today at the zero line, zero money flow. So it's kind of like in the neutral zone. It doesn't know where it wants to go yet, but the count is bearish at the moment. Short-term bearish, long-term bullish. And after that, the 12-hour, the 4-hour, you actually have a green dot and some green money flow. So this is actually bullish, right? You have a green dot, green money flow. The RSI is tight. The trend is towards the upside here. So you could actually get another bounce and another high. The 1-hour time frame, however, you're in red money flow, and you do have a little bit of momentum lost here, but again, we'll see what the markets do tomorrow morning. The smaller time frames actually do have some green money flow, so this could easily continue up and make another high here. When we take a look at the daily time frame, no new signals in terms of wave edge. No, nothing new there. Nothing new on the 4-hour. Actually, the 4-hour has a couple green crosses here, guys. This is something to pay attention to. And we do have a bit of an order block here, hitting a GameStop, and we're kind of just pausing. If we eat through this green crosses, you could see a pop. You could see a pop higher, right? Just based on the signals that I'm seeing here. After that, I think you got a little bit of buying on the 30-minute. Same thing on the 15-minute, right at the low at 25.71. And there you go. You got some buying down here, right on those dip buyers came in heavy here. They came in heavy, and the price went up afterwards. But what are they going to do? Are they going to unload their shares for a small 4% profit, or is it going to start to roll over? The market's got a huge pop today, or actually a decent sized pop, and then kind of reversed on the Qs, the SPY, everything, because Trump said to go out and buy stocks. He says it's a good time, you better go out and buy stocks. So I guess he's trying to pump the markets. I don't know for what reason. Is he trying to pump the markets because he wants people to buy it up and he can get short, or is he being really honest like he was here and he says it's probably a good time to buy his Trump media stock, when people went out and bought all sorts of stock instead, and we had one of the biggest rallies in the stock market ever in one single day. It was like something like 13-14% in the Nasdaq. So are we going to get some sort of reaction like that, right? A big pump? Like did he rope everyone into thinking that we're going to get another move like this, or are we going to get some small move and the insiders, the people who are part in his administration are going to get short before a big rug pull and there's no deal with China and all that stuff and nothing gets resolved and the tariff shocks really hit the economy? Then we see that big rollover. Is that what's going to happen? Because we're starting to see some selling pressure. We got a lot of distribution in this area. We're trying to break through the 200-day moving average, and we are running into resistance on the indices. As you guys can probably tell, we're running into some pretty heavy resistance. Some of my sell areas are lining up right with the 200-day, and except for the ideal biome. The ideal biome is another animal. But I think we're running into some resistance here. So this is just kind of a bigger picture overall market analysis to kind of give you an idea of where I think the markets are and what it could mean for GameStop. Because if you get a broad market sell-off, and yes, I know there were times like when this was selling off, when we were selling off here, GameStop was performing very well actually. It was holding its own and even saw a big update. And then you saw also times when the market was going down. I think it was like over here or something, and GameStop was going down with the entire market. So again, it's really, there are correlations, and then there's sometimes that it doesn't correlate at all. So you can't really say like, oh, it's always going to do this, because it doesn't do that. It does what it wants, right? And I guess this time it held up, and you saw lots of buyers step in and almost no sellers. So that's good. But if you see even a bigger scare than that last sell-off, maybe investors are ready to sell now, panic sell, or someone stupid is ready to panic sell and drop the price. And we'll have to see what happens, right? Because we don't know. But yeah, that's just what I'm saying here. Just be ready for anything, and if it does go down, be ready to buy. If it goes up, that's great. You're already in. You had some lower entry levels, and that's it. All right, guys. So right now, everything is kind of all over the place. Gold dipped pretty big tonight and recovered just now, and then the dollar's been strengthening, right? And that's definitely helping the U.S. economy, right? Strengthening the dollar. But we'll see. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Peace.